Have you ever noticed that you need to waggle with your foot when you see somebody's foot waggling? Why do we need to do that? And how does it influence our rapport with this person? Imitation is the best form of flattery. In Chadrand and Borg's first experiment, 78 individuals were asked to have a one-on-one talk with one of the experimenters. Each of the experimenters employed varying mannerisms, like smiling and touching their face more often than the other, whereas the other did more foot waggling. The subjects noticeably copied the experimenter, who was actually a stranger to them, as measured by face touching, foot waggling and smiling. The act of face touching increased by 20%, but the rate of foot waggling increased by a significant figure of 50% when participants were inspired by another foot waggler. In the second experiment, the subjects had a conversation with an experimenter about a photograph. With half the subjects, the experimenters maintained a neutral and relaxed seated position. For the other half, the experimenters tried to adopt the postures, movements, and mannerisms of the subjects, like crossing legs and twirling hair when subjects did. The students whose moves had been imitated rated the experimenters as more likable and reported having better and smoother interactions with them. Apparently, mirroring did indeed work to increase the experimenters' likability. Afterwards, participants were asked to rate how much they liked the experimenter and the smoothness of the interaction on a scale of 1 to 9. The experimenter's likability was rated at 6.62 when their gestures were copied. On the contrary, when the experimenters were not mimicked, they were rated for likability at an average of 5.91, slightly less compared to when they were mimicked. This tendency to mimic others automatically has been called the Chameleon Effect, as discovered by Casasanto and Borg in 1999. But why do we do this? When we dive into human evolution, relationships had been attributed to social interactions, which assisted the survival of the early human species through group living. Agreeableness in mimicry and other social behaviors among individuals often led to increased access to resources, mates, and group living, which was associated with success, happiness, and belonging. This suggests that imitation of behaviors may have served as socially adaptive functions, leading those who mimicked the greatest to contribute the most to the gene pool. Perhaps the relationship between mimicry and rapport became automatized over generations. Today, there is reason to believe that the initial purpose of mimicry is to serve as a social clue. So what can you extract from this experiment for your own life? In conclusion, people feel a rapport with those who naturally mimic their moves. So you can use this knowledge to enhance your relationships or create new ones. Also, it can help you in your job. For example, if you want to strategically win new customers or build affiliations with patients or customers. If you need to improve your empathy, try to mirror your counterpart. That will help to strengthen your relationship. Those who pay more attention mimic more, says Chadrand, and make more friends in the process. There was also a significant positive impact on how to imitate your counterpart. Studies have shown to imitate mirror-wise is the most effective way. So that means if the person in front of you turns the head to the left side, you should mirror this by turning the head to the right side. Easy, isn't it? Give it a try. If you want to learn more about your brain and social psychology experiments, click on this video. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and I hope to see you in the next video.